Well, okay, everybody. This is a little bit of a special version of Midfield Madness, and this is a Group 1 action yesterday at Laguna Seca. Great driving action between the two top guys in Group 1, Steve Young, otherwise known as Sky 194, and Brad Merys. They were in a great battle.
Well, okay,
for.
everybody.
Let me make sure I got it right.
Of,
I always have YouTube set up so that I can see what they're streaming, and it is. So yeah, great battle in Group 2 race, which was I'll do Midfield Madness right after this. So stand by for Midfield Madness on Group 1 and Group 2. I'll spend a couple hours doing that for everybody. Great races. But this was a particularly great little battle. Let me see where it was. I'll flip it right over right now to the track. Let's see what lap this was here. Lap 19. Right after, you can see it's right after the pit stops, which is also a great pit stop by these two guys. They went in about this far apart. The little white car just on the bottom of the screen is Steve Young, and then the Porsche is Brad Merys. So they went in and came out about this distance apart, so that was amazing on top of everything else. And this was a great little battle that I wanted to stream. So we'll just watch it. It's an entirety here at top speed, and then we'll maybe review it a little bit. So here we go. The right views here. We're on helicopter view. So yeah, so then it all starts at Brad gets a bit of a great exit on some 6, and then through the corkscrew catches up with Steve coming up here. Into the corkscrew, he brakes a little later and catches up. Now goes through the. Now they're side by side. Oops, what I wanted to see. This is what I want to see. There we go. Now we're coming into the last corner, and Brad late brakes. I checked his usual braking spot, so he late brakes a little bit and a little bit wide. Then Steve catches up. They're going about exactly the same speed here. So Steve catches up with him, and then he gets the inside track on the Andretti hairpin coming up. That's track turn 1. There's the Andretti hairpin. He gets the inside track, goes over. Now he's ahead again. And now Brad comes back and tries. And now he's going to try another time on the inside. And Steve just closes the door on him. I don't know how aggressive that was, but they closes the door on him. So just a great sequence of racing there. Let's just go back and watch that again, maybe in slow-mo. And go back a little bit further, because this is coming out of the corkscrew. So I think this all started going into turn 6. And now what I did was to see where everybody got, where they got their advantages. So I'm going to stop and start it here and look at their speeds. Let's slow it down a little bit. So there, this is just exiting corner 6, I believe. Now if I stop here, that's Brad's speed, 196. Steve's 199, so Steve's ahead by a little bit. So now let's continue on. So just coming up to, what straight is that? Rahal Straight. Stop it again. Now let's see what their speeds are. Brad is 185 kilometers an hour. Steve is 183, so he's got a little bit of an advantage there. So we were commentating that we thought that the Lamborghini had a better straight line speed, but I think on the pit straight we're going to prove that wrong in a minute. Here we go. So now they're approaching the crest there at the corkscrew. So right here, I bet you they're exactly the same. 198 for Steve. 200 for Brad, so he's just a little bit better. He's closing a little bit, but this is where he makes his move right here. Boom. So that's top speed by Brad is 210. Steve is 188. So see, Brad breaks a little tiny bit later, and that's where he's able to make up that little bit of a gap. He was a half a second behind at the segment or section time, because you see that on the screen. That doesn't update in replay until you go by a section. So here he goes. Now he catches up right here. So he's right on his tail. Boom. Let's just look at the driver view. This is exactly, oh, wrong guy. Right there. See how close he is? Let's just follow him through on here, because The helicopter view goes behind the trees. So it just hangs in there. Takes a little bit of a peek here, but that's not going to work. Tries to go on the outside a little bit. Steve's on the inside. I think that's just their different lines going through here. Let me hold on and go back to the view. So now let's just watch their exit speeds coming out of, what corner is that? That is corner number 10, I believe. So right here, let's see, Brad's still behind. Let's just see exit speed right here. 150 for Brad, 149 for Steve, so dead heat. Now what happens, I believe, and I shouldn't say that I believe, I know, Brad takes a late break. He breaks normally just before the number 2 sign, braking sign there, 200 meter sign. Watch where he does it here. Boom. Normally, I'm going to back it up a tiny bit. That's too hard. Where are we here? I screwed it up totally, I guess. Yes. Go back. Let's just see what we are here. Okay. I'm going to stop it right at a certain spot where he normally brakes, and he brakes, well, probably about 3 meters later. So he knows he's got to make a move here. Boom. No, that's not where he normally brakes. He normally brakes about here. And so he's got a little touch of a brake here. But normally he brakes a lot earlier than that. So now he takes the inside line, but can't hold the line. Goes a little wide, and Steve takes advantage of him right here. Comes back. That takes advantage, but holds on. Now let's watch speeds here. So Steve has got 125. Brad's 127, so slightly better there. Just keep watching, because we were anticipating that the Lamborghini would take it away here. So now Brad in the Porsche has got 171. Steve's got 170. So see, now the Porsche it's hanging in there. Just keep it going here. Steve tries to take the inside. He's on the inside. He knows he's going to do something here. Get it back. 199 for Steve. 200 for the Lamborghini. Not much difference again. So didn't really pull out, did he? Here we go again. We'll just get speed. They're still going full blast, full bore. Brad is 224 and Steve is 223. So see, the Lamborghini's not making any inroads on the Porsche. So let's just go it through here. That's the top speed, I believe. So Steve gets the inside line here. Gets ahead of Brad to stay. So this is the pivotal point. Now Brad sees the inside. Let's just take a peek here at what Brad's looking at. Where's Brad? Right here. So he gets a little bit. He gets the inside track on this way. Now he may have taken an inner side here a little bit, because that's probably Steve's normal line. So he takes the inside line, gets ahead just about halfway, but just can't make it stick. And now Brad's ahead, Steve's ahead, stays ahead. Now Brad's going to take one last look right here on the inside. These are offline, but Steve just shuts the door. Brad gives him a lot of respect and lets him go by. Now, whether that was an aggressive move or not, I don't know. But then now Steve Young is ahead, and he's ahead for the rest of the race. So this was exactly the pivotal moment in the race. And Brad, after that, could not get by, and they got close, but could not get by. So I just wanted to go through that. Jonathan and I were going crazy when we were announcing that little clip. So I promised that I would hack that out of the stream and give it to you guys. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching that. So now I'm going to go do some midfield madness for both Group 2 and Group 1 and post that. Thank you very much. We'll see you in a few minutes.